Welcome to 15-Minute Books. Today we will be covering America Before by Graham Hancock.
Hancock outlines the prevailing narrative of American history, which posits that the continent was sparsely populated by hunter-gatherer societies until the arrival of European explorers. However, he argues that this narrative is incomplete and ignores the evidence of sophisticated civilizations that existed in the Americas long before the arrival of Columbus. Hancock suggests that these lost civilizations may hold the key to understanding the origins of human civilization and the development of advanced knowledge and technology. He cites examples such as the mysterious ruins of Tiwanaku in Bolivia, which contain structures that are aligned with astronomical phenomena and display evidence of advanced metallurgy. Hancock also discusses the controversy surrounding the idea of a pre-Columbian connection between the Americas and other parts of the world. He notes that there is evidence of contact between the Americas and Europe, Africa, and Asia, but that this evidence is often dismissed or ignored by mainstream scholars. The mystery of the megaliths. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of megalithic structures in the Americas and argues that they are evidence of advanced civilizations that have been lost to history. Hancock begins by defining megaliths as large stones that have been shaped and placed in specific patterns to create structures such as temples, tombs, and astronomical observatories. He notes that megalithic structures are found all over the world and that they are often associated with advanced knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and engineering. Hancock then turns to the Americas, where he notes that megalithic structures have been found in many different regions, including the Andes, Mesoamerica, and the eastern woodlands. He suggests that these structures were built by advanced civilizations that were able to quarry, transport, and shape large stones with incredible precision. Hancock notes that some of the most impressive megalithic structures in the Americas are found in the Andes, where the ruins of Tiwanaku and Pumapunku contain large stones that have been shaped with such precision that they fit together like puzzle pieces. He suggests that the advanced engineering required to create these structures suggests that the builders possessed a knowledge of mathematics and geometry that was far beyond what was thought to exist in the Americas before the arrival of Europeans. Hancock also discusses the megalithic structures of Mesoamerica, including the pyramids of the Maya and the Aztecs. He notes that these structures are often aligned with astronomical phenomena and suggests that they were used as astronomical observatories or calendars. The forgotten civilizations of North America. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of advanced civilizations in North America that predate the arrival of Columbus. Hancock focuses on three specific regions of North America: the Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, and the Southwest. He notes that these regions contain evidence of large-scale earthworks, complex societies, and advanced technology. In the Mississippi Valley, Hancock discusses the Cahokia site in Illinois, which contains evidence of large earthworks, including the famous Monk's Mound. He suggests that the Cahokia civilization was one of the largest and most complex societies in pre-Columbian North America and that it may have had connections to other advanced civilizations in the region. In the Ohio Valley, Hancock notes the evidence of large-scale earthworks and mounds, including the Newark earthworks in Ohio. He suggests that these structures were used for astronomical observations and that they may have been part of a wider network of advanced civilizations in the region. In the Southwest, Hancock discusses the evidence of advanced societies such as the Anasazi and the Hohokam. He notes that these societies were able to build large-scale irrigation systems, sophisticated architecture, and advanced ceramics. He suggests that these societies may have had connections to other advanced civilizations in Mesoamerica and South America. Hancock also discusses the controversy surrounding the evidence of pre-Columbian civilizations in North America. He notes that some scholars have dismissed the evidence as the work of simple hunter-gatherer societies and that others have suggested that the evidence is a result of European influence. The mound builders of ancient America. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of mound-building societies in North America and suggests that they were part of a larger network of advanced civilizations. Hancock begins by defining mounds as large earthworks that were created by indigenous peoples in North America. He notes that the mounds were often used as platforms for buildings or as burial sites for important individuals. Hancock then turns to the evidence of mound-building societies in North America, noting that they were found in many different regions, including the Ohio Valley, the Mississippi Valley, and the Southeast. He suggests that these societies were part of a larger network of advanced civilizations that were able to build large-scale earthworks and establish complex societies. Hancock notes that the mound-building societies were often associated with advanced knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and engineering. He suggests that the builders of the mounds were able to align them with astronomical phenomena and that they possessed a knowledge of mathematics and geometry that was far beyond what was thought to exist in the Americas before the arrival of Europeans. Hancock also discusses the controversy surrounding the mound-building societies, noting that some scholars have dismissed them as the work of simple hunter-gatherer societies, while others have suggested that they were influenced by European explorers. He argues that these theories ignore the evidence of complex societies and advanced knowledge that is found in the mounds themselves. Hancock then turns to the evidence of trade networks among the mound-building societies. He notes that artifacts from different regions, such as copper from the Great Lakes and shells from the Gulf of Mexico, have been found in the mounds. He suggests that these trade networks were evidence of a larger network of advanced civilizations that spanned North America. Ancient maps of the Americas. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of ancient maps that suggest a sophisticated knowledge of geography and navigation in pre-Columbian times. Hancock begins by noting that the prevailing narrative of American history suggests that the indigenous peoples of the Americas did not possess the same level of knowledge of geography and navigation as Europeans. However, he argues that there is evidence of ancient maps that suggest otherwise. Hancock focuses on two specific maps, the Piri-Reis map and the Orontes-Phineas map. The Piri-Reis map is a 16th century map that shows the coastlines of South America and Antarctica with a high level of accuracy. The Orontes-Phineas map is a 16th century map that shows the continent of Antarctica before it was discovered by Europeans. Hancock notes that the accuracy of these maps suggests a sophisticated knowledge of geography and navigation that was not previously thought to exist in pre-Columbian times. He suggests that this knowledge may have been passed down from ancient civilizations that existed in the Americas long before Columbus. Hancock also discusses the evidence of ancient seafaring in the Americas, noting that there is evidence of boats and other seafaring technology that predate the arrival of Europeans. He suggests that this evidence is further proof of the sophisticated knowledge of geography and navigation in pre-Columbian times. The quest for lost cities. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of lost cities and civilizations in the Americas, including the legendary city of Atlantis. Hancock begins by noting that the idea of lost cities and civilizations has long captured the imaginations of people around the world. He suggests that the Americas may be home to such lost cities and civilizations, and that the search for them has been ongoing for centuries. Hancock focuses on the legend of Atlantis, a city that is said to have existed thousands of years ago and that was destroyed by a catastrophic event. He notes that the location of Atlantis has been the subject of much speculation and debate over the years, with some suggesting that it may have been located in the Americas. Hancock then turns to the evidence of lost cities and civilizations in the Americas, noting that there is evidence of advanced civilizations that have been lost to time. He discusses the evidence of ancient structures and cities, such as Teotihuacan in Mexico and Tiahuanaco in Bolivia, that suggest a sophisticated knowledge of engineering and architecture. Hancock also explores the evidence of ancient legends and myths that suggest the existence of lost cities and civilizations. He notes that the legends of the Maya and the Aztecs, for example, include stories of ancient cities and civilizations that have been lost to time. The mysterious megaliths of New England. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of megaliths, or large stone structures, in New England that suggest a sophisticated knowledge of engineering and astronomy in pre-Columbian times. Hancock begins by noting that the prevailing narrative of American history suggests that the indigenous peoples of the Americas did not possess the same level of knowledge of engineering and astronomy as Europeans. However, he argues that there is evidence of megaliths in New England that suggest otherwise. Hancock focuses on specific sites in New England, such as Mystery Hill and Newport Tower, which contain megalithic structures that suggest a sophisticated knowledge of engineering and astronomy. He notes that these structures have been the subject of much speculation and debate over the years, with some suggesting that they may have been built by the Vikings or other European explorers. Hancock then turns to the evidence of astronomy in the megaliths, noting that there is evidence of alignments with the solstices and other astronomical events. He suggests that this evidence suggests a sophisticated knowledge of astronomy that was not previously thought to exist in pre-Columbian times. The ancient network of roads. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of a vast network of roads that crisscrossed the Americas in pre-Columbian times, connecting cities and facilitating trade and communication. Hancock begins by noting that the idea of an ancient network of roads is not new, but that recent advances in technology and archaeology have allowed for a deeper understanding of the scope and complexity of these roads. He suggests that these roads were not just simple footpaths, but rather sophisticated engineering feats that required a high degree of knowledge and skill. Hancock then turns to the evidence of the ancient network of roads, noting that they are found throughout the Americas, from the Andes Mountains to the Great Plains. He discusses specific examples of these roads, such as the Inca road system in Peru and Bolivia, which was built by the Inca Empire and served as a key transportation and communication network. Hancock also explores the evidence of the purpose and function of these roads, noting that they were used for a variety of reasons, including trade, communication, and military expeditions. He suggests that the existence of these roads suggests a high degree of organization and centralization in pre-Columbian societies. The Great Pyramid of Mexico. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of a massive pyramid in Mexico that rivals the pyramids of Egypt in size and complexity, known as the Great Pyramid of Cholula. Hancock begins by noting that the Great Pyramid of Cholula is not as well known as the pyramids of Egypt, but that it is actually larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza. He suggests that this pyramid is evidence of a sophisticated civilization in Mexico that was capable of monumental engineering feats. Hancock then turns to the history and mythology of the Great Pyramid of Cholula, noting that it was likely built by the ancient city of Cholula as a religious and political center. He also explores the myths and legends associated with the pyramid, which suggest that it was built by the god Quetzalcoatl and was a site of great importance to the ancient peoples of Mexico. Hancock then delves into the evidence of the construction of the Great Pyramid of Cholula, noting that it was built in stages over a period of several hundred years. He suggests that this suggests a high degree of planning and organization, as well as a deep understanding of engineering and architecture. Hancock also explores the controversies surrounding the Great Pyramid of Cholula, noting that some scholars have dismissed it as a natural hill or a series of smaller structures. However, he argues that the evidence of advanced engineering and planning suggests that it was much more than that. Sacred landscapes and civilizing gods. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of a widespread belief system among pre-Columbian societies in the Americas, which linked the natural world with the divine and emphasized the importance of sacred landscapes and civilizing gods. Hancock begins by noting that pre-Columbian societies in the Americas had a deep connection to the natural world and a profound sense of the sacred. He suggests that this belief system was expressed in the way that they shaped the landscape, built monumental structures, and engaged in ritual practices. Hancock then turns to the evidence of this belief system, noting that it is found throughout the Americas, from the Inca Empire in South America to the Maya civilization in Central America. He explores specific examples of sacred landscapes, such as the Nazca Lines in Peru and the Cahokia Mounds in Illinois, which were built to align with the movements of the sun and stars and served as important religious and political centers. Hancock also explores the role of civilizing gods in pre-Columbian societies, noting that they were often associated with agriculture, the arts, and other aspects of civilization. He suggests that these gods played an important role in the development of complex societies in the Americas by encouraging the growth of agriculture, the development of writing and art, and the formation of political and social structures. The hallucinogenic journey to the otherworld. In this chapter, Hancock explores the evidence of the use of hallucinogenic plants and fungi in pre-Columbian societies in the Americas, and suggests that these substances played an important role in religious and spiritual practices. Hancock begins by noting that the use of hallucinogenic substances has a long history in human cultures around the world, and suggests that the pre-Columbian societies in the Americas were no exception. He notes that there is abundant evidence of the use of plants and fungi such as peyote, ayahuasca, and psilocybin mushrooms in religious and spiritual practices among various societies, and suggests that these substances were used to induce altered states of consciousness and access the spiritual realm. Hancock then explores the specific evidence of the use of these substances in pre-Columbian societies, noting that it is found in a variety of sources, including oral histories, artwork, and archaeological remains. He suggests that the use of these substances was widespread among many different societies, from the Maya in Central America to the Inca in South America. Hancock also delves into the controversies surrounding the use of hallucinogenic substances in pre-Columbian societies, noting that some scholars have dismissed it as mere drug use or escapism. However, he argues that the evidence suggests a much deeper and more meaningful role for these substances in religious and spiritual practices, and that they were used to explore the nature of reality and the divine. Hancock then explores the potential benefits of the use of hallucinogenic substances, both for individuals and for society as a whole. He notes that many people who have experienced these substances report profound spiritual insights and transformative experiences, and suggests that the use of these substances may have played a role in the development of complex societies and the creation of art and culture.
Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe.